Welcome back, Canonites. Though a bit delayed, twice actually, the fourth issue of Rise of Atriox is finally released. The issue dives into one of the more fascinating moments in Atriox's history, the moment he recruited Letvalier. It had been hinted at and somewhat detailed in Phoenix logs, but now we finally get to see the conversation that made Let go from loyal shipmaster to mercenary. Our issue opens with an attack on a Covenant base. Right away we can see that Atriox has started using the signature modified vehicles and armor that would become synonymous with the Banished. The base hails Enduring Conviction for help. With his comrades being slaughtered, Let orders a landing force to the planet's surface, Let himself taking the lead. The Banished are found looting the armory. While Let is pursuing ground forces, a secondary force hijacks Let's Phantoms and returns to Enduring Conviction, where they start taking over the ship. Back on the planet's surface, Let comes face to face with Atriox. After killing a few of Let's men, Atriox surrenders. Upon returning to Enduring Conviction, Let is hailed by the fleet, asking about Atriox. Before he can respond, however, Atriox's boarding party emerges, effectively taking Let prisoner. Atriox has Let respond to the hail before they talk further. Atriox then reveals that he intentionally attacked when he did, allowing himself to get captured, all so that he could speak to Let. With intelligence gathered during his many raids, Atriox had come to see the truth of Letvalier. He is disillusioned with what has become of the Sangheili as they descend into blood feuds and barbarism. Now his only faith is in his crew. Atriox presents Let with a choice: continue down his current path, or choose for himself. 12 hours later, Let's choice has come. As Enduring Conviction is ordered to report on the status of Atriox, Let decides. He gives a brief speech to rouse his crew, then prepares for combat. And boy is it an awesome, albeit brief, bit of action. Let has Enduring Conviction move towards the edge of the atmosphere of the planet they're around, ionizing the ship's hull and preparing for slipspace jump. Once ready, the jump is made. It's brief, but the slipspace jump has the desired effect, something fairly familiar to anyone who's played Halo 2. A huge atmospheric disturbance that makes short work of the fleet. Afterwards, Atriox directs Let to the planet Ansket. As Enduring Conviction jumps again, Fleetmaster Arkad Nar Kulul notes that he presumes Letvalier dead and that Atriox took control of the ship. Pausing a moment, it's interesting to note that both Letvalier and Arkad Nar Kulul have whitish silver armor, not unlike Urtas Vadum or the unknown shipmaster from The Return. In Urtas' case, his armor denoted him as a Special Operations Commander. While that could also apply for a couple of the other Sangheili here, I do have to wonder what else this color could mean. The color isn't entirely dissimilar from the more silver armor of the Sangheili Counselors, so maybe there's some association with silver and high rank. Who knows? Moving on, the comic comes to a close as they arrive at Ansket 4, a planet home to an abandoned Covenant hydro processing facility and more recently, a UNSC forward operating base. Fun side note, the Halo CE map Damnation and its remake Penance were hydro processing plants. The comic comes to an end with Atriox offering fuel and sport for Let's troops in the form of the UNSC base. And that concludes the fourth issue. In terms of story, it's pretty good and falls perfectly in line with what was hinted at in Halo Wars 2's Phoenix log. However, as I'm sure some of you have guessed, I have to talk about the art. It's not terrible, I personally like the line work well enough, but the color work leaves a lot to be desired. It's often bland and flat, little more than colored in like a coloring book. There are some spectacular moments, notably that slipspace disturbance, but those are few and far between. Worse, in the months before this issue, artist Tristan Jones released some amazing images from the comic, showing a mix of Sangheili phenotypes from across the games mixed together, and that iconic art style that the man is known for. It's beautiful line and ink work that would have looked amazing no matter how flat the color choices were. And then, issue 4 got delayed. Twice, and we get this final product. Again, it's not bad, but something happened late in production that resulted in the loss of some spectacular artwork. Hell, if we just look at the description of the issue, we can see that it's radically different from what we got. Now, people who have been following me since the days of Escalation are no stranger to deceptive descriptions from Dark Horse, but this goes a bit beyond deceptive. It's outright wrong in some places. I don't know what went on behind the scenes, but something big did. I doubt we'll ever get details, but I want to hope that we will. Still, as I said, it's a good issue overall. The final issue of Rise of Atriox is currently slated to drop on January 18th, written by John Jackson Miller and illustrated by Jonathan Wayshak, the duo behind issue 3. Issue 5's description notes Atriox coming face to face with Jovis, another dangerous brute chieftain, in a clash that will shape the future of the Banished. I can't wait. So, what did you think of this issue, and are you excited for the next one? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, this has been Halo Canon. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing, and sharing it around. You are the reason I get to keep doing this, so thank you. Profusely, thank you.